good. Starting soon. Alright. Let's look at this. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Welcome everybody. This is not a digital analyst. Oh, is that getting cut off? No, that seems the right size. Wow, why is my computer so that? Okay, cool. So yeah, this is a, I actually don't know, I gotta double check. This is a software engineer, biased towards embedded. That is too specific. I want between nothing and what part of the stack. So I guess embedded software, oh no, that's probably gonna be way different. I actually don't know what that one is. So let's try and search for that one. Embedded software engineer. All right, let's look for that one because I don't know. Software engineer, embedded. That is not one I know off the top of my head at all. Intern, AI software, Java, Node, IoT. I think this is what they're looking for. Oh my gosh, these ants. I finally found where they're coming from. Go away, ant. Go away. Go into the ant trap I placed, please. Stop going towards me. They are coming from the ceilings. It is scary. All right, where are we doing? So C, Go, IoT, web application, software engineer, embedded. All right, this seems accurate. So let's look at what we got. All right, software, EV, robotic systems. So, I mean, embedded is the word we're going to be looking for. Embedded, automotive, EV, robotics. I think I spelled robotics the wrong way, but whatever. Embedded system experience in Linux environments, embedded systems in real-time operating systems, RTOS, Linux, architecting. Words are tough. But yeah, welcome everybody. To the stream. Ask me questions. I ended the last stream abruptly because my internet immediately cut out and I didn't even realize it. So I was talking to myself for like 10 minutes. It took me 3 hours and then another 2 hours to fix the issue. So that was all of yesterday that basically got taken up. Alright, Anne's on debugging Git. Job market is rough in the US. It is, yes, it is. With the exception of nursing, accounting, and maybe blue collar. I know blue collar was hot, but I don't know if it's still as hot as it used to be. I'm guessing that it's slowing down, but I don't know. Whoops, I just realized this is off. Let's move this away to the correct spot. So, is that right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, let's move it down a little bit. There we go. Is that right? No, it's still cut off. But yeah, job market's still rough. Just found out another one of my colleagues is fired. Ugh, accounting, a little big four is laying off like crazy. I mean, it's still... So here's the thing about the job market. It is not one, it's 1,000 in a bunch of trench coats. And just because one is getting laid off doesn't mean... You can still have layoffs in an industry, even if... And that industry still being hot. I think it's definitely cooled down, but this is the time of year for layoffs. I hate that I have to say that, but if you're gonna get laid off, it's probably gonna be towards the end of the year. So, but yeah, I'm not happy that you got axed or your whole team got axed, but a lot of companies will start laying people off towards the end of the year because that's when the company's financials come in. So, but I believe accounting is still solid, and I'm glad you at least got that offer coming up for you. So, luckily, I think they'll find a place, but it probably won't be too much until next year, because we are really hitting the edge of when recruiting still works for this time. Okay, this is DevOps. Here we go. Embedded. So C. So this is going to be probably a language. But yeah, I'm sad that your team got axed. So how many people was it? Oh, that's embedded. So, oh god, these ants. I can see where they're coming from, and they're going towards the trap. Not towards me, but it's still freaking me out. Especially because it's by my work computer. And there's no food there! I don't know why they're here! They came out through the ceiling. It's disturbing. I hate it. This whole place has an ant problem sometimes. I agree with you. A lot of the counting is the Big Four is like an indicator of how things are going. All entry levels getting... You know what? That is fair. My start class was around 32, 4 fired, and 6 on PIP. Yeah, I will say people worry about AI taking your job. I would be much more worried about outsourcing. Outsourcing is a way more likely reason that you are going to get your position canned. So, in fact, I was, weirdly enough, in part of conversations where they were trying to outsource, and then they may have gotten rid of our own outsourcing team, and then they were like, yeah, it hasn't been that useful. And then it came back, and they're like, yeah, we could. So it's weird being on the fly in the wall in those situations where people were talking about outsourcing the outsource team to someplace else. So, okay, RTOS is definitely a keyword here. So, but yeah, outsourcing is going to be the issue, bar none. People really need to start worrying about that, and I don't know how to fix it. Probably some kind of laws that is beyond my ability to know. But outsourcing is gotta be like, there's gotta be basically laws and stuff against it, or alternatively, like, I guess tariffs on it or something, so that it makes it less attractive to companies. But outsourcing is a real risk. Also, I'm sorry, I realize my lighting is off. There we go. Okay, now that's too dark. There is a balance, and I need to find it. So, there we go. Whatever. Let's do with the light. Okay, there we go. Appropriate lighting. Okay, RTOS is huge. This is like the biggest keyword that I found. So, RTOS. I know I have it down here, but, you know, it's better to have it up there. C, it looks like there's a bunch of C, so C++ and C. I don't know about C#. Maybe Python. You know what? This is confusing. I'm probably putting way too much work into just moving these around, but I have to. This is just how my brain works. Okay. Anything else here? Certificates, software subsystems. I think systems and subsystems. So, mainly because I've never worked on embedded software engineers. I might have had one once, but it does look like these are the actual. So we're going to do automotive network and protocols and IoT. System, subsystem. So instead, we're going to go IoT and gosh, there's a lot of these. Let's do this one for IoT and so move this over here. Yeah, I just want to make sure this is accurate because they said they had to say this. They didn't say Java. They didn't say Python. No, they specifically said this one, which is the one I haven't done. I think I did like 1 or 2 of these for Caterpillar once, but it was ages ago. Okay, what else? We want this. Nope, that is what I already did for that. This is... I switched them around. Okay, here we go. This should be on this one, which is also getting cut off, but whatever. And this should be on this one. And then... Okay, there we go. And I'm going to look at one more. And this seems about correct. Yes. Okay, cool. So now I can actually do this. So, Years of experience, you made the cut. Don't mind me sharing my 2 cents in the accounting industry. The industry is hot, as in we need a skilled accountant, so public accounting backgrounds along with CPA if you have 3. Yes, CPAs are hot. If you're not a CPA, it's not as easy, but definitely for CPAs it's good. Also, on entry level is Doom. I will tell you how this works, and then I'll review their industry. This is my theory about why all these things go in hot and colds in the cycle, is... Let's say this is the graduating class. I don't know why I'm representing by my finger. This is not going to have anything to do with it. So you graduate, and then there's, let's say, like 100 people. Only 15 of them end up getting jobs because they can't find it because nobody wants to hire anybody. So then 2 years from now, when the market is good again, those 15 people can command a ton of higher wages, while the industry is like, we need more people. But what they mean is we need more people with 2+ years experience. But since no company hired the 85 other people in accounting and they're out of the market, now they have to pay those 15 people that are left a ton of money. And then people go in like, oh, crud, I got to go into that industry. They're making a ton of money. And then there's a flood of new candidates. Most of them don't make it. And then the industry crashes again and it goes in a cycle. So entry level is doomed regardless. It's a nightmare to get your first job, bar none of almost any industry I know of. Maybe except nurses and doctors, but it's been a bit, and I haven't really worked with doctors, but entry level is rough. Hey, not a dog. Yeah, that is exactly. Hey, late want to watch? Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. for you. You need to go to bed, Shell. But yeah, that's how the market goes, in my opinion, is there's a fresh grad of everybody, like 5 of them get jobs, and then 2 years from now, those 5 people command a salary. Then there's a flood of new people. They don't get jobs, and the cycle will keep repeating. So, 1 year public accounting from Big 4 all had to take a pay cut to get a job. Ugh. Yeah, 2 years, I think, is the... Okay, you're a night owl? I am too, but 2 years is about the break point I've found. If you can manage in your industry for 2 years, it's going to be drastically better. So... Let's see, is music playing? Okay, good. So yeah, let's do this embedded engineer. But yeah, I have found that it's about 2 years is the break point. Some industries, depending on it, but like mostly it's 2 years. So, here you go. This is the Headless Headhunter, and I am reviewing a software engineering embedded resume. This person, I have asked people to send me what they're, doing in software engineer, full stack, backend, whatever. They said embedding, which was the one part I barely worked on. So searching for these keywords were tough. Take them with a grain of salt, but I am going to review them based on the keywords that I found. RTOS was the biggest one I found, along with either C++, C, or Python. Typically, you only need one of those, but RTOS is the biggest. The word embedded is always good. Automotive, EV, robotics. Then this long list that is probably getting cut off, which is Linux, CAN, Ethernet, UDS, some IP CAN, Ethernet, UDS, some IP, and IoT. I think that is an I. Yes, IoT, MQTT, gRPC, HTTP, security, OTA, software, and telemetry. So those are going to be what we're looking for. Oh my gosh, I hate those words. They're so hard to say. And it looks like you've been applying to about 75 applications, not getting anything, so I'm expecting we can make at least a little bit of changes. So, let's see this. What do we got here? BS, that's fine. I don't know if this needs to be 3 lines. I think you can do it in 2. And then we have embedded software engineer developed C++. Good integration using TCP IP. Is that one of them? I did not see that, no. I could have missed it. Front-end transmission of Linux. Linux is a good one. Hardware, creating a streamlined central control, and then TCP port. I'm seeing a lot of TCP. I mean, I like the fact you have C++. I like the fact that you have Linux, but I'm looking at those that I saw commonly in the job description. I'm not finding anything else. So Python is fine. FPGA, was that there too? No. I'm just consulting this list of acronyms, and I don't see it. Python. So I mean, keep the Python, and that might be the issue, is you're not having any of these. So JavaScript was not a part of it. I'm sure that's a benefit, but GCP, Google Cloud Platform, that is what that stands for. I don't care about this. This is not what I'm looking for. Python is. Yeah, I think so. here, if you're looking for an embedded software engineer specifically, in fact, I think if you're looking for, here, let me give an overall arcing one on this one. So if you were looking for a software embedded engineer, it looks like you are not meeting a lot of those qualifications. Now, admittedly, that is one I have not done before, so I had to look that stuff up before I do it, which is what I do for all of these. But if you are going for a, say, full stack position, you also are missing those keywords as well. You have the JavaScript, you have Python for full stack, but there's no TypeScript, HTML, CSS, there's no React, there's no Angular, there's no SQL. You do have GCP, which is good. So, but everything else you're missing, and that is kind of what I'm finding here is you're missing a lot of the keywords that we need, and tech especially is keyword heavy. Some of the other things like management, you go more for qualifications and keywords, but tech is very keyword heavy. So I don't think I can move this forward because there's just not enough for me to move on with this. So please change this, resubmit it, and let me know, how many applications you got. I will say while this video is made, we are in December, and in the United States, that is when recruiting grinds to a screeching halt. So even with a phenomenal resume, there is a huge chance nothing's going to happen during this month. Most jobs reopen up midway through quarter one, which is year over year. So don't panic, is even with a better resume, you're not getting anything until like January, because it's just like recruiting just grinds to a halt during this time. It's rough. So let's move on to the next resume. All right. Let's see. What have I missed? Nearly midnight. Industry is like, we have no skilled workers, but we hire no entry. Yeah, and that's it for all of them, is nobody wants to train. That is I feel like on this thing, I do like, oh, people are saying this, it's a myth, but no, the fact is nobody really trains. Nobody really trains fresh grads. It's really rough to find them, and what usually happens for fresh grads is they find a meat grinder-like position, which is they're always hiring, which means people are always leaving, and they just suffer through it for about 2 years, and then they make it through the other way. So, and then they just hop starting new year. Yeah, that is we're in the dead zones. There's nothing that's really going to happen till then. So, but that's just how it works. I don't know what it's like in the UK, or other places, but at least here in the United States, most things don't get done. And this is one of the cases which I think is interesting, because like in recruiting, there's never going to be 100% accurate for everything. I don't know of an industry that actually still hires during this time, comparatively, in the United States at least. So I don't know. There may be some, but I don't know what it is. Okay, hide that row. And then we've got a data scientist. But this is the time to work on that stuff, because once the new year hits, usually quarter one, quarter two. So normally it's quarter one, which is the biggest boom of hiring of the year every year. Like, it is just very normal to get like half of all the hiring done in quarter one. But there's a chance, and I'm not 100% sure or not, that the quarter one of next year may get pushed to the hiring spree until quarter two. So, or early quarter two. I'm at 3 experience as we're considering a meat grinder situation. 4? Okay. IT is still in a slump. If you're still in a slump, it's rough, right? Like, that's it, because it's hard, because I have to talk about different industries, but like nursing, you can get away with having about a year of experience in maybe like a meat grinder or just fresh grad, because they're always needing to hire. In IT, now for a fresh grad, it's even harder. So, especially because, and here's why it's harder, is because people with 10 years of experience get laid off. They can't find a job at 10 years of experience, so they apply for the jobs with 8 years of experience. That pushes out the people with 6 years of experience, which pushes out the people with 4 years of experience. So it's the worst case of trickle down. It just worse jobs and less jobs for less pay keep going down. While the reverse happens when it's a hot market, because they'll hire people with less experience, which opens things up for more people on the bottom. So, but yeah, right now software engineering is rough. It is very rough. It will have its time again some time, but I don't know when that'll be. Maybe next year, maybe the year after. I don't know. Okay, this is a data scientist. Yes, a data scientist. Do I have a data scientist copied? I should. I'm getting a lot of data scientists. Tough and rough as dogs. Yes, it is rough, especially, you know, now's the time of year where everything bad happens. So it's, I think when I have gotten laid off, it is, yeah, it's almost always been about this time of the year. I'll know where what college you go to matters a lot more. In IT, not as much for college. I will be honest. The college is not as much from what I found, but you know, I haven't really done FANG. I've done other companies that have been higher up in Fortune 500, but not FANG. So, although for accounting and stuff, I feel like, yeah. I think there's only once I actually had a position where college mattered, and then I was able to eventually convince the manager that no, that it shouldn't be that way, and it worked. So, oh, for, yeah, finance and accounting, that's another beast. That is definitely going to matter. All right, data scientist. And consulting, yeah, no. Those are the ones where your college definitely matters. Excuse me. I hate acid reflux. Alrighty. This is a nightmare job description. I hate all of that. It's probably going to be R, Python. Man, I hate when companies put that in there. K-Force. K-Force is a contracting thing. I don't want to do that. This is for senior recruiter. Okay. Let's see. At least 3 years experience in machine learning. Well, yeah, ML. So AI, ML, LLM, etc. Whatever for that one. Let's see. What else do we got? PhD, mathematics. This is SQL. There we go. Everybody says clean data, right? Like, everybody keeps putting in clean data. I want to put that in to see how many jobs actually do that. Of 2,000 jobs in the entirety have clean data. And some of those are probably just picking up the data part. So I don't know why, especially fresh grads in engineering, put clean data a lot. But that is a very, very common thing I have noticed that they do. So... it's always clean the data, and I don't know what that means. And I've never seen it used, but they always have it, and I don't know why. At Encore Talent Solutions, no, we are not looking for talent solutions. Good, leave me alone, ants. You have your bait. Go for your bait. I don't even know why you're coming on the ceiling. How did you even get up there? There is no food. Where are you coming from? Ants, leave. Ugh. Oh no, you gave Bear a treat. I don't even have his treat up here. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine, Omni. I'll do it. Give me a second. Have to leave to give Bear a treat. Bear, where are you? I can't put the here because there's ants, and I don't know where the ants are coming from. Okay, hold on. Do I even have a treat over here? I hope you can even hear me. Okay, I'll get one on a break. I'll get him his treat on his break. I can't keep the treats in here because of ants. And they're not even coming from the direction I held the treats in, too, so I don't even know why that's there. Bear part-time eater. Okay, fine. I will go downstairs and get a treat. Everybody is demanding a treat for the dog. I will get a treat. I will find it. Give me like a minute. Omni, why? Why do you do this to me? Okay. Do this one. Alright, I found one. Alright. We're giving the dog a treat. Had to run all the way downstairs. Alrighty. So. Bear needs the promotion. Fine, Bear. You're getting your treat. Yes. Okay. Oh, these smell like blueberries. These smell really blueberries. Okay, so, sir, let's see if I can do this. Okay, down here. All right, sir. Stay. Oh, You were supposed to stay. I'm not rewarding you for that. You need to be better with that. All right, I love you. You were supposed to hold it on top. Been more of a brat lately. This is not your brat summer. I don't know if that's the correct terminology. I gave him the treat. He's gonna get another one. He has a limit, so he does not get chonky. He is an old dog and he needs his amount, but he's also 100 pounds, so we can eat some. Cheating mods. Made the one person who goes against the system the mod. Alright, what else are we going to need for data scientist? Which I will do after the break. Let's see, what else do we need? ML, Python, SQL. And I'm going to do some React stuff today. I didn't get the video games working. The whole internet being out took me out for the entire yesterday. It took 3 hours on various customer supports, and none of them could fix it. And then my best friend came over and made a cable for me. So my computer's Wi-Fi that is brand new doesn't work, and now we have a long cable connecting to it from another room, which I need to maybe get a refund, but I have stuff on it, so I don't want to do that yet. So, but I still need to get some kind of something for it. So, ugh. Microsoft Office. Here, look at this. Look at this right here. This is why I say to put this in. Right here in this job that pays 95 to 115 a year. Proficiency with Excel for a data scientist. Also, they had Microsoft Office somewhere, which I cannot find right now. But yeah. So I think this is solid. SQL, TensorFlow, Panda, Numi. Some of these they want. It's gonna, yeah. SQL, R, Python, and then I'm gonna put like Tensor, etc. Some of these are gonna be a little bit different. So yeah, after the ad, I will do that. So I would get you a camera, sir, but you keep putting your face under the bed. So what he also did, what Bear did last night while we were fixing the computer, is he was under the bed as always, because for some reason as a 100-pound dog, that's his favorite place to be. I don't know why. And then he saw his treat, saw his toy on the other end of it, but he couldn't get through because of the headboard. So he just started growling and barking at the toy that he wanted to get, despite the fact that he had a toy with him. So I had to go over and get him his own toy while he was stuck under the bed. Isn't that right, buddy? Yes, you're a good old man. So, the dog, the lovely dog. He's a good boy. I do love him. AWS. I should probably put AWS. AI, TensorBridge, Sensor, like, Cloud. All right, cool. There we go. So yeah, how has everybody else's night been and day been? I did a lot of paperwork today. It was uncomfortable. I need to do a lot more paperwork. This is the paperwork week for Lee. So, tons of paperwork. 1,000 bits of paperwork. It's actually not 1,000 bits, but it is a lot of paperwork. I have to create forms and documents for stuff to send in. You are a full-time job hunter. That's good that it's you're working on that. That's fair. Yeah, the guy who's helping people get jobs asked what everybody's doing tonight in his chat of job searching. Searching for a job. Not as embarrassing as the time I forgot the word for job on stream, but it's there. So, and yeah, as I said, didn't get video games up, but I did get React, so I'm going to I saved like at least 2 videos, and if anybody wants me to react to some kind of job search stuff, I can now do that at least on YouTube. And I'm hoping to get video games up for next week. So, I'm going to try Marvel Rivals, I guess. So, I don't know if that's going to be the one I'm going to play a lot, but I'll try it out on stream while I need a break, because, yeah, we only need breaks. Good news, a big food delivery company invited me for an interview. I think they ignored my previous CV, spotted with a new one. Nice. I realized I don't think I've ever gotten a call from just applying for a position. Yeah, you did a weirder job search, but it did work out. So, all right, we are having an ad soon. I've been thinking of playing Rivals too. I'll play it with you. We'll do it on stream together as a break. So I just got to get the UI set up for next week, if you're down. Yeah, it does. I mean, it works for you. It's just, there's a lot of extra stuff. So thanks, Lee. Let's do this. Yeah. All right, cool. I will. I'd like to try it. It's basically Overwatch, which I enjoyed. I don't know if I can focus on that. Just don't do it. No, I'm going to do it during your work hours, and as my mod, you are required to join the stream. Omni, you have to. You have to say, "Welp, I'm in a meeting making $1 billion, but right now Lee needs to play." So, I have a question. Any advice on how to approach application first interviews while under an open work permit? Like, how do I not auto no reply myself while being transparent? Wheelo work can wait. Yeah. That after, so. Bear. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Hi. Come here. Hi. Hello. Sugar boy. Sugar boy, huh? Yeah, I love you. I love you. I do. Oh. Okay. Just sitting on my lap now. That's my foot. He's sitting on my foot. Canada is just a temporary work authorization that's not locked to a single employer. Oh. People with pets are so lucky. Yes, we are. Hi. Hello. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. I have a question. Any of us how to approach applications for interviews while under an open to work permit? Do 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 do. All right, and we're back. Not a dog. I honestly don't know. I am a US-based recruiter. I don't know how the work authorization works, but cannot get this camera to work. Do not know how the work authorization works in Canada. Omni Dude, maybe that's the way to do it. They have worked on that kind of stuff before. So typically, once you're eligible to work, I know where to help you out, but I can't get you before then. So I wish I could help you, not a dog, specifically for that question, but that is more for a specific Canadian recruiter. So if there is somebody up north who is doing what I do, then maybe. I know in the United States, there's various visas like H-1B, OPT, T1, that kind of thing. So maybe put it. So the way I think it's good in the US is if you're not at least a citizen or a green card holder, which you can put is in a very quick summary what you are and how it actually works, because a lot of recruiters may not actually know. But that's more for stuff that I don't fully know. So, but you can explain it to the recruiter in a very quick summary. Like, I am on a BCA visa that lets me work for any company. Yeah, you are eligible to work. And then typically, Omni, what they do is they say, are you required for, like, would you require any sponsorship? So that is a separate thing as well. So, which typically they will need, but the U.S. immigration is way different. I'm asking, will you need sponsorship? Yeah, and that's the one with that. So, I wish I could help you with that, but you're probably going to have to apply to even more jobs than normal. Yeah, so, all right. Let's do this resume, which I need to do that. So, away we go. This is a resume of a data scientist. I don't know why I'm a data scientist. Yes, indeed. No, it's a data scientist, and they have gotten 100 applications to 1, which is not great. Typically, we want to aim for about 50 to 1. But let's see what we're going to be looking for, what they may be missing. So we're looking for R, Python, some of the Databricks, PySpark, TensorCloud. Cloud. Those are iffy. Not all jobs needed those for, but it's nice to have them. Same with AI, ML, LLM, MMA, WNBA, NAW, whatever. So anything AI is beneficial, along with, and here's a very important one, is SQL. You absolutely need SQL, Excel on it. So I wrote those a little weird, but it's essentially going to be R, Python, SQL, Excel, and then any combo of the other stuff is what they're going to be. Along with, I forgot, this is a qualification, not a keyword, how you have explained complex topics to people like me who need a calculator to do 3 times 3, which I think is 10. So, all right, let's look at this. So, applied scientist intern with a master's in data science and 6+ years of experience. Why did you bold that? I bring expertise in cloud infrastructure. At least there's cloud, parallel industry programming. Okay, this can be completely deleted. I don't think any of this is going to help you. Technical skills is way too long. This is exceptionally long. And what's probably happening, and I'm going to, even before going this, is recruiters are going to look at this, their eyes are going to glass over, and then they're not going to see the keywords here, and then they're going to reject you. That is what I think has been happening. So NLP is going to be a keyword, but it's usually just NLP rather than written out. And I've rarely seen RNN. If you're going to keep a skills section, which I'll be honest, I don't even like a skills section, 3 lines max. Same with education. 3 lines for that max. So research experience, research plastic types, UFP data sets. None of these are what I'm looking for. I do not know who this is. I'm sure Dr. Rohini is a great person. I do not know who he is, or she, nor how that's going to help. LLMs is a good one. So here's my problem immediately. I have gone halfway through your resume and I have not found basically anything I need. So, because this doesn't count because it's not on bullet points. There's too many of this, so even if they do count this, they're probably going to miss this. Which is important because all this other stuff is not needed. And then enhanced system. Yeah, I'm sorry, data scientist person. You need to burn the resume and redo it. This is not helpful at all. At all. There's nothing here I could really like. And there's no way a recruiter is going to go to page 2. Realistically, a lot may not even go past this. If this was a very hot and contested market, they would dig through this. But IT and tech, which I'm including data scientists in, is not a hot market right now at the time of this video. It is still tough, it's still brutal, and they're probably going to read the first half of your resume. So below this description, right, that I'm writing, below this description is going to be a template resume. I want you to look at that and write that. And in addition, when you redo it, I really only give a crap about this stuff right here. That's kind of it. All this other stuff over here doesn't really matter as much. Like, yeah, there's going to be a couple that maybe they want AWS instead of GCP. Maybe there's going to be some that want maybe like Java or something. But overall, those are going to be the majority of keywords is Excel, SQL, R, and Python. And cloud, which admittedly you did catch cloud. So yeah, there's no way in heck I can move this forward. Please resubmit and put a bunch of those keywords in, and we can give you a better chance, because you clearly have worked your tail off to get here, which I don't know if that expression translates, and I want to make sure you can get a job. So let's move on to the next resume. All right. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff. Right, that's pretty fair. You should just change your stream title to Speed Running LinkedIn. Yes. MLMs are the best, especially ones that say we are not an MLM. Yeah, no, they're just a pyramid scheme. I feel like I've seen something that was like reverse pyramid scheme once, which is still that. You need SQL for like 60% of office jobs. Is data science and software engineering everywhere? It is. It's the tough market, right? Like, I have noticed that when a market is bad, I get more resumes of that market. So, Wait. What do you mean you hate JDs that don't tell this? Oh, job descriptions. Yeah. I don't like it either. That is why I'm very happy that at least in 3 places, California, Colorado, and either all of New York are part of New York. One of those, you have to tell it. So, like right here, props to this recruiter. This is a good job description, and it has a solid range. This actually says it. I'm just not showing it up here. It says it on the side you can't see. So, and they want to play your salary, yeah. And I don't like it because like it's illegal in a couple of places, and also it doesn't matter. No salary don't apply. Oh, look, I don't want to play devil's advocate. It's just I've seen jobs that pay very high. They just don't put it. It should have the salary. All right, the job should have the salary. Also, welcome very much, Crotchet. So, always said to you, tell me your budget of the salary bands. Yeah, I mean, look, it's also not as if it's Workday, don't apply. Oh gosh, no, most jobs are in Workday. Look, I know it's bad. All right, there is a way to go through it quicker. There's Simplify. Simplify can get you through Workday pretty quick, but most jobs are going to be run on Workday. Most are going to be through Workday, ADP, Taleo. Those are going to be the most common ones. Smaller places may have Luxo. Oh, I know, it's a nightmare, but there are ways to do it quickly, which let me just tell you all right now. I have been very much known to be harsh on AI. There is a thing called Simplify. It will probably farm your data out to everything, but what it does is once you apply to 1 or 2 of them, it then copy pastes all your information so you can get through a Workday app in about 4 minutes or 5 minutes. You need to double check it because sometimes it doesn't work right, and once it said I needed sponsorship, but it will check all of that stuff for you very quickly. And the rest of it, it's applying for jobs for you. I don't agree with. It's fixing your resume. I don't agree with. But the rest of it, actually like applying for Workday, as long as you watch it, has been beneficial. So, look, having worked with Workday, Drippify, I don't like that name. Drippify. Hello, my name is Drippify. But yeah, I have worked with Workday, and the sad truth of the matter is a lot of those apps are more for HR, which I know technically recruiting is, but neither of us think that, more so than recruitment. They're just not really made for recruiters. So, this is very good advice. Workday is taking way too long for jobs I didn't care much about. Yeah. Dripify sounds like a leaky Spotify. Yeah, it's so including when I applied to Dayforce. I don't know. Have I used Dayforce? I also used Greenhorn like once. So, but yeah, it's having used Workday and having been a part of 2 transitions to Workday and Taleo and ADP. I actually kind of preferred ADP, but it was easier to get offers out in Workday. It's not really made for recruiters. It's really more made for human resources, because a lot of that information you put in is so that when you get an offer, your pay and data is a lot faster. And it's really kind of gotten ATS tacked onto it rather than being a full-blown ATS. So I have a bit of a problem with HRIS or HRMS, whatever they want to call them, and ATS combos, because usually the ATS is not as good. And I have used pure ATSs, and they are phenomenal. So there's a little sneaky trick, which is it sucks for everybody, including recruiters. It's not always made for the recruiters. It's made for HR. And yes, HR and recruitment are technically bundled in the same one, but practically every person in HR and recruitment is like, no, we're very different. So that's that happens. All right, we did that one. Let's look at this one. Who are we reviewing? We are doing a software engineer. .NET. Oh, wow. A .NET software engineer. That's going to be C, right? One of the C's, I think. Yeah, it's got to be C. Wait, did they? Okay, no, they didn't do anything here. So, let's look at softwareengineer.net. Yep, go back. There we go. Yep, no too much cursing there, not a dog. So, no too much cursing. Mainly because people, I don't want, I will try to be nice. But yeah, just a general rule for the chat. PG-13 is fine, but considering we are reviewing resumes publicly, I do not want someone to get, like, fired after they find a stream or something. So, no worries. It's okay. That's why I let you know. You're all adults. That's okay. I know most people don't read the little things, so just PG-13. So crap, darn, shoot, that's fine, maybe, but, you know, we're going to try to give you PG-13 because, you know, again, this is your resume. I don't want some recruiter to watch the stream and then see you do a giant curse word or something and then get to that. So this is for both of our protections. So, and I'm still recruiting as a day job, so I have to keep the law on the land. All right, so first off, I do want to thank you for giving me the .NET. It's been a bit. I know this is C. Let's look at, this is full stack. This is a problem with that because it's not doing just that. So I wonder if I should just do .NET because there's a lot of front end stuff, but I know this is more along the lines of a back end. All right, here's one that's a good one. Have you seen the Game Changer episode where they had to talk PG-13 throughout? Can we use that? Yeah, but they found a way to get around it. So I don't want you to start saying that or calling me daddy, because that was a hilarious Game Changer. But, you know, you use some of those rules. I prefer people use the spirit of what I'm trying to do rather than the actual law. You know, I feel like that's a little bit better. But, so C#. .NET, those are going to be obvious. Then we're going to do, I don't know if this is just Azure. Microsoft, .NET is Microsoft, so I think Azure may be better, but I'm going to have to see that. Oh, and you are full stack. That's good to know. So, yes, Father. No, absolutely not. I love Dropout, man. They got some darn good episodes. Oh man, I love all of them. I love the musical ones they do. Mount Port is phenomenal. I love that. Also, again, everybody, welcome Omni Dude, my mod who trolls me more than anybody else. They are the one who creates more work for me, which is fine, because they're funny. Why am I not... I have caps lock on? Okay. API... I guess we could do full stack. If we're doing full stack, then it's gonna be a little bit different. So if we're doing full stack, then it's gonna be, yeah, here we go. That, and then obviously TypeScript. So, I mean, JavaScript, I know JS is JavaScript, but whatever. HTML, CSS. GitHub, we have React API. No, we didn't put React. I mean, it's mostly the same as the others. There's just a couple of differences. So, Game Changer. Yeah, Game Changer on Dropout. It is, if you have not seen it, it is fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. They are all crazy. All crazy. Mount Port, I think, is my favorite because they spun it off into something else. But the other ones are just great. Like the stress test one. Oh yeah, Brennan's everybody's favorite. Absolutely. Look, I live in LA. My first goal is to meet Jesse Cox. My second is to have Meat Canyon draw something horrifying of me. And my third is to be on Dropout in some capacity. Zach has the best one-liners. He's just amazing. You've never heard of Game Changer? Oh my god, no. We're Game Changer full episode. It's on Dropout, so you'll have to, like, probably get a lot of it, but there are some full ones. Sam Says is brilliant. So, what do you think we should link them? Sam Says... You know what it actually is? You're in the UK? It's kind of like Taskmaster, truthfully. It's very, very similar to Taskmaster. So... Here, I will link one. The YouTube channel is $1 cheaper. Really? So there we go. This is what you should probably... This is like a good intro episode. It was very good. But yeah, Taskmaster is very similar. Also, in the US, if you haven't seen Taskmaster, you should see Taskmaster. Taskmaster. It is phenomenal. I love it. It's so amazing. All right. Not Dog is like, please finish my resume. I need you to finish my resume. Let's see. And I'm very close. Sequel. I think this is solid. I'm going to look at one more just in case for Mojo Tech. I heard that. Dog-friendly offices. Yes. That's great. I am allergic to dogs, but I don't care. I am allergic to cats, but that is too strong of an allergy for me to keep going. Okay, there we go. I think... Small little kid. There we go. There we go. All right. Sorry, dog. We taking important stuff. Okay, so let's go to... Yeah, because we're having it add in about 8 minutes, so this is going to be enough time. Good. All right. We're going to do this. Get ready. I think this is your resume. If not, we can go over it after... But let's go. I'm trying to do the Mario voice. I'm not good at it. This is a resume of a softwareengineer.net, which thank you for telling me which one you are. I very much appreciate it. This way I can actually look up the keywords and qualifications beforehand. So in this case, since you are a softwareengineer.net, you're going to go for C Sharp or C. It's going to be with the C's, .net, Azure, or any of the other clouds. I think Azure is a little more popular for .NET in particular, but any cloud should be sufficient. API, React, SQL, Git, and then if you're going for full stack, you need these, which is TypeScript, Node.js, Next.js. The PostSQL actually is not necessarily as needed. JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. So let's look to see if we can find those. There are also probably going to be a couple of other libraries that are more specific to .NET, but let's look at what we've got here. In addition, they have applied to 30 jobs, so probably just starting their search, which isn't enough of a sample size, but let's see if we can't still give them some help. So, talented software engineer with experience across the tech stack. Cool. I need to know what the tech stack is. Dedicated, lifelong learner, highly adaptable, passionate about innovative projects that create positive info, person, and with amazing cloud. The only thing I like here is cloud, otherwise this can safely get deleted. Also for this, I usually prefer this being 3 lines, but it works into 4 is fine. Then programming language, you have listed C, Java, C, Python, JavaScript, and TypeScript. So the problem I have with this is a lot of them. And then we go here, this is everything. I do not like this. If you're going to have this, keep it 3 lines. The issue primarily with this is tech in general is very keyword based, and the difference between a Python backend engineer and why am I using my thumb? A Python Java engineer and a Python backend engineer and a Java engineer are going to have different like libraries and databases and stuff they use. And what's the problem with this is this can melt the mind of somebody looking at this, because when you're looking at a resume for IT, you're not looking at one resume. You're looking at about 40 and about 22 minutes, maybe. So maybe 30 minutes, you're looking at about 40, 50 resumes. And when you start looking at that many resumes and all you see is C, .NET, Linux, CSS, Node, Fcore, React, AWS, Azure, Giant, it melts your mind. And it's not what you want to happen to your recruiter. So that's why you really want to make those keywords very clear and concise and screaming from the heavens, and to very be picky and choosy about which ones you have, is because when you're looking at all those resumes in a row, it's not AI. AI doesn't do that. Humans do. And humans are fallible. So let's go to this tech stack. You know, you have it up here. That's okay. I still prefer more of it here, but RESTful API, .NET, those are the keywords, C Sharp. Okay, so honestly, this is hard to read because of the bolding. Like, if you deleted this and made this only 3 lines, it would be a lot easier to read. And right now, this is hard as hell to read because the bolding goes down here, and then your eyes jump up here, and then your eyes jump up here to backend, and then they go to PostSQL, which is a good thing, but then they jump to Django, which isn't what they want necessarily if you're doing a C, and then they jump back down to 200 repositories, and then it goes back up here to schema, and then they're like, well, I guess I didn't find anything, but you actually have AWS, C, .NET, RESTful API. So I think this is more of a formatting issue. And I think you could put a teeny bit more of the tech stack in these, like design, maintain, and implement RESTful API endpoints using .NET framework and 2 or 3 others of the tech stack that supported new and existing features of 2-facing websites. That's a great sentence. Just a little bit more, but your sentences are fine. It's just the formatting is a nightmare to read. Because look, this is bolded, so yeah, don't bold everything, please. The only thing that should really be bolded is your name right at the top, and then the relevant experience. Just say work experience. Don't say relevant. And that should be about it. And education, which I don't know if you have. Education. So this should also be up the top. So really it should be, this is deleted, then you have the education, then you have this and add a little bit more of your tech stack, remove all the bolding, and this will probably get you a lot of interviews come the new year. But right now this is hard as heck to read. And remember, recruiters are only going to spend about 15 seconds. That's all the time they have. They are not working on one requisition. They are working on about 35 to 75 active positions at once. They can only give about 30 minutes to one rec where they have to go through the resumes. So this is really, I think, truthfully more of a formatting issue than anything else. And it really shouldn't be too hard to slot in a couple of those extra keywords and qualifications into some of these sentences. But based on what I'm seeing when my eyes can focus because of the bolding, it's actually the sentence structure and everything seems fine. So yeah, you just need a bit more of the keywords and qualifications and to make it simpler. So that is this review. All right, back. Let's see. Oh gosh, there's a lot. This was my favorite episode. Who uses Node.js in the back end deserves to be... Stop Rick Ashling me! Oh my gosh. Actually, this is a chance to learn. Would you suggest Croc? I'm front end, so don't do enough back end, but I want to learn something. How is the resume queue going? It's pretty solid. I've got like another 18 left. No, brain. 12 left. So, let's see. I've heard of Go. I really like Go. I write C, Python, Java, Crockpot. I think BE is backend is gross and unpretty, but wouldn't hurt to know. Learning WebSockets, REST architecture, protocols are more important. This is fantastic. Good. I'm glad it helps. Not a dog. Yes. Bro, I didn't pass the take home because I didn't know how to write a WebSocket. I actually removed the bolding since last year. Okay, good. You removed more bolding. Yeah, and again, I can't code worth nothing. I have a friend who's a very, 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 very good Java backend engineer. But yeah, I actually got him I helped one of his resumes and I got him a job. But we play board games a lot. So, not one last. You can keep asking questions. It's fine. Should skills be the last section of the first page? I don't think the skills section is needed. Because most of the time, if it's not in the bullet points, it doesn't matter. Like, I think there are cases where you can get it, but you have to make it simple and clear. So, like, if this was 3 lines, and you just had, like, language, cloud, and database and libraries, and then you just had what I wrote down there in the keywords and qualifications, that would be all you really would need in it. It's just, the problem is this is a nightmare because there's too much. It is over-engineered, essentially. And again, you don't need to, say last question. You can keep asking them, and that's kind of the issue with this primarily. Is just you've actually got them here. Like, you really do have most of them. You only need a couple more. It's just that it's so hard to find this because it's basically right now find let's say bash in 15 seconds, right? And it's really tough. And you know what? I'm gonna snooze this ad for a second. There is a sentence I want to ask you, not a dog, is do you play League of Legends? Do you play League of Legends? Is my question to you. It is related. Okay, that's good. This is related to your job search, and I think it is very important for everybody to know. Average pay for data scientists, I don't know. The market's not good now. In the past, it was like probably 110, 120. But I don't know what it is now. So, I am going to read you a sentence, and I want you to ask me if you think you understand it. This is about League of Legends. When I play bot, I like to use Jinx because it's easier to get CS and I can rush an IE. Did that make any damn sense to you? At all? Did it make any sense? Probably no. Exactly. Good. So that is what that sounds like to people that are not technically in the know. And we have 15 seconds to find the information. So here is how I would write that sentence so that somebody who does not know what that is, actually, it's fair, I like Caitlyn better too, but when I go to the bottom lane in the video game League of Legends, I pick the character Jinx as she has an easier time getting gold, parentheses, CS, from minions, which allow me to buy the item Infinity Edge faster. So that makes more sense. Yes, you may not know what an Infinity Edge does, but you do know that it is an item in League of Legends. You do know that CS is essentially whatever minions are, and you do know it's a video game. So that is how I want you to write those sentences. Also, yeah, I do agree. I like Caitlyn better. I'm actually a terrible ADC, truthfully. That's like one of my bad roles. I think it's top is my worst, but this is how you would rewrite that sentence. So, yeah, I think top and ADC are my worst, while my best is jungle and then support, and I'm a middle of the road mid. But I haven't played in like a year, so probably skills have atrophied quite a bit since then. So that is how I want people to write their sentences. Bear is leaning down and wants me to pet him, so that recruiters can understand and other people that are not technically savvy can get it. So that is how you do that, because quite frankly, it's just otherwise it's tough to read. And when you write it like that, which honestly, I think you kind of did write some of these like that. You just need a little bit more of the keywords. So mainly because, like, yeah, it's solid. Yeah, it clears up. I'll fix it up. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I got like 18 messages. No, I don't need that. No, I don't. Oh my gosh, why are everybody sending me stuff? Okay, there we go. So I am going to take a small break. I didn't get through a lot of resumes today, and that's okay. I had a lot of paperwork. So I am going to do a react to with a different formatting to see what did I want to do? Which one did I want to do? I had two videos that looked interesting that I wanted to react to, and I will talk during them. I'm not just going to watch them. I think any react video where you're not talking about half as much as the people in there is not a good video. I don't want to do PO, like, okay, I love PO2, right? I love PO2. Sorry, I love Path of Exile. Path of Exile is great. I don't like playing games when they're in beta. I know that the hot streamer thing is to play all those games right now, but like, I want it to be, you know, out. I want it to be free from most bugs. I want to enjoy it because I know I will. So, you know, if the devs ever ask me to, yeah, but otherwise, I want to enjoy it for my first time. I think that first time playing a game could be very special sometimes. And I don't mind doing that on stream. I just don't want to do it when it's like just in beta, which essentially early access is beta. So I don't have anything against it because I'm going to play it. It's okay. I'm here for the chill job. Cool. And I am going to get some games. I just have to do the UIs next time because it's a lot of UI stuff, which I probably don't need, but I'm a perfectionist sometimes. So, there's a dude that said the job market is cooked, or from 6-month unemployed to 2 offers what I learned. Hot tub stream, didn't I tell you if I get partnered in like 500 viewers, I will try to do a hot tub stream with my other 2 mods, and they will sit around awkwardly. And I'd have to like laminate the resumes. I'd have to like print them out and laminate them. Like, do you know how logistically difficult that would be? I am a clumsy guy. I am a horribly clumsy guy. I would take a stack of resumes, trip, fall face first into the hot tub. The fact that I do not collapse under my own walking is a miracle in and of itself. But yes, I will. Bear is getting attention right now. Yes, buddy. So I will do some, like I said, give me 500 concurrent viewers. I'll do it, Omni. I'll figure out a way to do it. All right, this is the health and safety they warn you about in those comments. Yeah, don't review resumes in the hot tub. My ex-college reached out to me to help him find an accounts payable job in New Jersey. He's got like 5 years of experience. I don't know where to start. LinkedIn, probably. I mean, I might be able to help with that. So, accounts payable, you could do a Boolean search on LinkedIn. I haven't done one of those in a while because the format's changed, but you could do something like account. I mean, you just have to do probably parentheses accounts payable. So if they want to come on, I can maybe help them with that. It's just been a bit since I did a Boolean search for a candidate. So, oh my gosh, this ad is like messing with me. It says it's coming up, but it's not here. Like, all right, there we go. I will be back. All right, let me get water, Bear. Come on, I need water. You got a little thing stuck to your face. What is that? Okay, yeah. Come on, Bear. I need to go to the restroom and get water. Oh, my nose. Why are you under the desk? Why did you do that? Okay. Why do you like being under the desk? Okay, now you're moving. There's no food there. I didn't drop any food, dog. Alright, back. Let's do this. Gonna fix the thing in a second. He's not a Twitch user. I'm just being leveraged as a friend, and I was getting interview calls 3 times in 5 weeks. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you probably have the right idea now. So, all right, React. Let's look at this one.
So in this video, I'm going.
Okay. There we go. Ah. Giving people credit. Alright. Is that showing up? Why is it cut out? No! It's messed up. I spent time on that one too. Leveraged. Alright, yeah, let me fix this real quick. That is the channel name, that is the video, that is the title. Oh, there it is. That's legible. No, it says the. At least the word is used correctly. Yeah, that's true. It is. Look, I just don't want it in a resume. That's my thing. I don't want to see leveraged in a resume. That's my biggest issue. If it's not in a resume, you're good. I move this over here? I know nobody cares about this little stuff, but I like... Oh gosh, it's uneven. Now I need to. I absolutely need to. Okay. Needs to be even, needs to be even, needs to be even. Perfect, perfect. We're good, we're good. We're solid. It's not even, whatever. Hey, leveraging network is how 50... Yeah, that's true. When my old boss was missed, you can come back for 50K. Yeah. It was like, we missed, you can come back. That's awesome. So yeah. I don't know if you know WeHot, but there is a running joke on here that the word leveraged is, we have like a leverage counter. So if I see leveraged in a resume, I'm going to hate it. So, but yeah, let me take a small break to watch whatever this is, and I'll react to it to see if it's correct. I'm so upset that that thing is slightly off kilter. You have no idea how bad that's messing with me. I don't have OCD or anything, but it bugs me. So there we go. That's close enough. What if I want to apply called Fixed Income Research Associate Leveraged Credit? That's fine. All right, that's fine. You're okay with that. I just don't like it in your resume unless it's specifically about negotiating or leverage itself, because everybody has leveraged. I don't know why. Alright, let me know if this is too loud or not. I don't know how this is going to be.
Talking about the job market and what it has been like searching for a job this year. I think we all know that it's been...
I can't hear the icon. Oh, yeah. So, let me...
A terrible year for the job market. Nobody is hiring. I'm lucky that I have a job right now, so it's not like I'm just desperately mass applying to anything that I see. But I have been looking for...
Okay, cool. All right, so I don't know who Andy Thomas is, but I'm doing this video of him. So first things first. What first things first? Love the title. Okay. Very Gen Z. Yes. I wonder if I should have chat for this on. This might be something I'd want for chat on. Oh, I forgot to title these others. What did I just do? That was a software engineer was 26.3. Okay. Yeah, cooked is, I feel like, very Gen Z. What are we on, like alpha beta or something right now? I have no idea. All right, let's do it. I'm a corporate recruiter, and I don't like how I started that. I also didn't record. Okay, cool. Well, that worked out. Beta started, I think. Nothing makes me feel old by hearing about generations that come after me. This is the Headless Headhunter, and I can't talk. I can't talk at all. I cannot talk. Isn't there an article being pushed out how 6 out of 10 recruiters don't want to hire Gen Z? There is, which I should probably react to, just to see what it is. But, like, I don't know. I think my gut is telling me it's more along the lines of, like I said earlier, it's just tough for new grads to get a job, and it's always been like that. So, but... yeah, Gen Z's cooked. They're all cooked. I mean, the job market's bad. If you go, honestly, ever since... what is it? Gen X, I think it's been messed up. Yeah, it's been really tough, the market. So, a lot of volatility. I'm a corporate recruiter, and I'm going to react to this video by Andy Thomas. So, yeah, let's get into it.
In this video, I'm going to be talking about the job market and what it has been like searching for a job this year. I think...
Spoiler, bad. It's very bad. It's very bad to search for a job this year.
We all know that it's been a terrible year for the job market. Nobody is hiring. I'm lucky that I have a job right now.
Nobody is hiring unless you're in accounting, nursing, or maybe blue collar. I think blue collar is starting to go down, but you know.
Right now, so it's not like I'm just desperately mass applying to anything that I see. But I have been looking for a job this year, something new. And it's pretty much been impossible. I really hope that nobody from work sees this video because I'm leaving it all out on the table today. If you've seen...
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. That is That is a risky move. I hope that pays off for you. But yeah, if your boss sees that, that could be not good depending on your relationship with your boss.
Seen my videos before. I'm sorry I didn't upload anything for the past 3 months. I was just going to take this nice little 2-week break, just a quick break to refresh myself. I was feeling a little bit burnt out, and then it turned into a 3-month-long hiatus. So I'm sorry about that. And if you're new here, subscribe. I'm going to try to do these videos a little bit more often now. I'm getting that itch to record again. This is going to be a lot more to say about it.
You guys want to know how bad the job market is? I almost cried mid-interview because I was so frustrated.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It was like so overwhelming because those questions.
Okay, I'm realizing this is reacting to reacting, and I don't think I like that as a conception. That is too meta for me. But yeah, no, this is really
post
rough.
Jobs that they have no intention of filling.
So
you see all the...
And this
hold
isn't
on.
even getting into like ghost jobs and all that.
Wait. I want to go back to this
Is
point.
better than having no.
Omni React, yeah. Your company laid off. Are you okay, Omni? But these are... Hold on, I wanted to go to this. Okay, good.
Unless you are extremely confident that you'll be able to find something else quickly, don't leave your job until you have something else.
I mean, that sort of goes to like saying is don't leave your job unless you have something lined up regardless. It was a confusing email. It was just like everybody is maybe laid off.
Lined up.
It is not only the worst job market that we've seen in a long time, but you also got companies playing a lot of games.
Okay,
Yep.
this is the part I wanted to
Worse
see.
since
Companies
2008.
are saying that they're hiring. They put a candidate through the interview process, and then they don't hire anybody, and then they repost the job again.
Yep.
And
That's
So, right here, GPAC is a recruitment firm, and that's an agency recruitment firm. Same with PwC. So, what I think is happening is they're looking at agency recruiting roles, which I kind of explained before. But yeah, that doesn't mean that's not what they think it means. So these are contract positions for another company. So yeah, 2022 was so good. Yeah, 2022 was a great market until the end of it. Sounds like a skill issue, bro. Let's be nice. Then my manager was like, Omni, do you have a minute to get on a call? I quit mine thinking things would get better when I came back, but no employer on this. He's not really. PwC is accounting. Yeah, so here's how this works. And this React thing didn't work out, but that's fine. Let me switch to my normal one. So here is how you have a lot of these jobs. When I was at Epitech, which is a staffing firm, essentially, they'd say, hey, Lee, one of our clients, in this case Caterpillar, I filled a lot of nursing for Caterpillar. Excuse me. A lot of nursing for Caterpillar. And they say, Lee, we need a nurse in Houston, Texas. So you would get on, and Caterpillar would be like, okay, here's what I need for this job, even if it's accountant, if it's a nurse. And then about 15 other agency people would get on as well from different companies. It would be Infosys, Epitech, which would be me. I forgot the rest of their names, but like 15 others. And then the hunt would be on. So if you look at that, what it really is one role that 15 companies are looking to staff. Why did Caterpillar need a nursing? Yeah, they had a lot of cocoons. You didn't know Caterpillar has a lot of cocoons? Caterpillar makes a bunch of big manufacturing and like big farm equipment. Like there's a picture of me standing next to one of the things, and the wheel is higher than me, which isn't much. I'm a very short dude. But when they make those at their manufacturing plants, they need nurses there to fulfill OSHA requirements and to make sure that nothing happens to the people that are working. So that is why they actually needed nurses, which they actually did need not a lot of nurses, but a couple of nurses. Because usually those nurses lasted a long time because it was a solid job. So is that from where their tractors hatch? Yes, so when a mama caterpillar and a daddy caterpillar love each other very much, they synergize and create a cocoon where a big farm tractor hatches and nurses are the ones who make sure those hatch. So, but yeah, a lot of manufacturing plants do need nurses because I know GW, Brain needs it. So yeah, you actually, I wonder if they're going to even see this, but it's primarily occupational health nurse. I wonder if we can find it. So, plastic surgeon, no thank you. Clinical care, registered behavioral health. Wow, I'm not feeling it. So yeah, this person is probably hiring for a manufacturing position. That's going to be my guess. Good synopsis about the birds and the butterflies. Yes, that is how they work. It is absolutely how they work. So, all right, I'm going to look at the next resume. Whew. And what do we got? We've got a entry-level data center technician. Okay, I don't know what that is, so we're gonna find that one. Data center tech entry level. Nope, small. No small. We want appropriate size, please. That cut it off. Stop cutting it off. There we go. All right, that one's good. Sega. Oh, Sega has one. That's a help desk technician. What is the difference between a... Is this actually going to be a difference, truthfully? Between a data center technician? Maybe. I don't know. Not actually done this one. Yeah, I gotta get video games up. Okay, we've got a lot of responsibilities, but not a lot of qualifications. Here it is. That is so basic. I do not like that. All right. Computer, hardware, components, IT. That's all I can have on that one. Helping train. Oh, gosh, sorry, y'all. My acid reflux is destroying me. I feel like Rich Sanchez, but not as cool. Not Rich Sanchez. This is not cool. Bro, with kind of salary range is 125. What salary range is 100K to 225K? They're probably using the median and kind of confusing it. So there's a lot of companies that have giant ranges, and the United States, every whatever amount puts out like what an appropriate range is, and it has huge ranges because people don't usually use them correctly. Realistically, the midpoint is the average. So if you get the midpoint of that, that is the average salary for a bog standard employee of that job. So realistically, that'll probably be like 140, 150. So, but, you know, lift, move, train new members, on call, rack installations. There it is. Straight up cash or padded with equity and monopoly money? Usually straight up cash, actually. I'll be honest. It's usually cash for that. Because they're using a separate thing. So it's usually just cash. With benefits and everything else. Where'd you even see 100K to 225K? I don't even know where that was. Finance jobs you don't usually get stocks. Really? Oh, you know what? I guess that would be a thing of interest. Nice. Don't mess me with equity when you're nowhere near IPO, right? All right. What is this one? Okay, this is on Workday. This is posted in Boston. Where? Okay, yeah, it is. This is a range estimate for early job. The salary base range is 100 to 225. So whatever the midpoint of that is the average level for an equity research analyst, whatever. So typically when you see the biggest ones of those, the average is going to be what everybody makes, but not like a phenomenal one. Just like bog standard, you know, does nothing well but nothing wrong. Employee would be at the very, very, very middle. But I've honestly found that after doing recruiting for a while that realistically how good you are at your job does not necessarily relate to an increase in salary. So Just use the simplify thing to do it in like 5 minutes. But yeah, like everybody's like, well, I'm very good, and they may be accurate, but I've never seen very good actually get interviews. It's usually not related how skilled you are to how much you get paid. There are obviously some exceptions, because like if, you know, OpenAI, then cool, they're going to pay you oodles of money because that's where you worked at. But most of the time, it's not. Skill does not equate to higher salary necessary. It's really, and again, leverage you have in the market. So PC sort of switches, routers. Okay, basically just that Workday hesitation. I don't understand why they chose this login flow. So here's why Workday is a nightmare. Is because it's not an ATS, it is a human resource management information system. It is based on taking your information so that when you get hired, your pay, your salary, your raises, your bonuses, all that is simplified. That is why it is so bad to apply. So, oh, I forgot the music. We're going back to music. So that is why Workday is a nightmare, is because it's not made for recruiters. It's not made for candidates. It's made for the data for HR. Leverage, you need to kidnap a recruiter's family? Well, no, because recruiters don't control the salary. Maybe the hiring manager's family. But, you know, don't do that because that's also illegal. Router. Oh, gosh, it didn't do that. So Office Suites, PowerPoint, Outlook. Yeah, that was good. PC servers, routers. And we're going to say fixed, installed, and troubleshooting is probably going to be the word we're going to look for. Oh my gosh, no, stop. Okay, cool. Recruiters don't have the pay unless we're doing a contract role. We do not determine the pay. That is a giant, like, if you're an agency recruiter, you want the candidate to get more because you get paid more. If you are a staffing firm, that is the only time you can kind of control the pay as a staffing firm. But otherwise, recruiters do not control the pay. We do not get to say, hey, this is the range, you get to make one of those. We just take what the range is and explain it to people. But we don't get to do that. In fact, most of the time, we're the ones trying to fight for a higher one so that we can fill the darn rec because we know it's not competitive. I mean, if you have a vendetta against a recruiter and his name is Lee, don't do that. I think this is good. Okay, why is this thing so off? Why? I'll put troubleshooting up top. All right, there we go. From an engineering point of view, it just sounds like a bad system. Potential candidates employees should be separate system with transfer candidate to employee once they hire you. I mean, it's cheaper. That's usually the reason is it's cheaper. Is they bundle the ATS, which a recruiter usually does need, and the human resource management systems. But, like, I don't know how good it is for HR. It might be phenomenal for HR. I don't know. I've only used a recruiting section. I don't know the rest of that. So, it's also customizable for each company, which is why your resume never formats right. It's because company A has a different workday than company B. So, oh, I think maybe there's feedback. Let me turn the thing off. There we go. So, Greenhouse is, I've only used it like once, and I don't remember it. So, all right. This is not a dog's resume. Let's get the actual resume up. That is same darn resume. Okay, one of these put their full information. Now, that's 2 from now. Okay. So, this is good. Oh, God. What is this? Okay. Greenhouse is actually great. I wish I got to use it more. I don't know what it's like on the internal side. So, Oh, great. We have an ad in a couple minutes. Boo, ad. Boo. Curse you. I got a 5-minute skip. I'm going to use it and do this resume. Yeah, snoozed your ads. Take that. Amazon that will eventually pay me. All right. We are doing a resume of a data center technician. Now, they are specifically looking for an entry-level position. So here is... I'm just looking at this resume now. This is a nightmare already. I'm sorry. Okay, here is what we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for troubleshooting, computer hardware components. I know I wrote those backwards, but, you know, whatever. Server rack installations, hardware break fix-ons. I don't know what that is, but it's important. Office suites, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Microsoft Teams, that you fixed or installed, PC, server, switches, routers. Basically, they want to know that if your comp breaks, you can fix it. So let's go based on those. Also, I'm probably going to say like a little bit of customer service and working with people and explaining topics is going to be one, but those are most of the at least keywords, and we're going to look for those qualifications. So, oh boy, okay. Positive, fun, loving professional with 6+ years in technical operation, helping thousands to gain immigration to budget, agile volunteers. This can be completely deleted. This is not needed. You do not need a summary sentence in 99% of the resumes. If you're switching industries, you need a summary sentence just so you can say, I'm going from recruiting to pastry chef, right? Just so they understand. But you do not need this, can be deleted. Let's see, you have a bachelor's, this is fine. Dean's list is okay. I feel like you could still make this too, right? But like, you don't need the bachelor's if you have the master's. Also, a lot of these roles that I was looking at, this is the right resume, yeah. Let me just make sure. This is weird. So, 20, yeah, no, this is it. Okay, I'm going to double check after this video, but I'm pretty sure this is the right resume. If this is not crazy, then I don't see anything here. You're looking for a data center technician role? This is like financial aid. Most of these roles require like a GED, not even a bachelor's. So this might actually hurt your chances. Then if you get here, okay, also your dates, except for these, except for college or certificates, you need months. You need the months on your dates. Inbound and financially capable of multiple tasks. This should be one sentence, but I'm not seeing anything I need. I do like that you were advising and educating students on options regarding financial aid. I actually think that is a solid first sentence because it does show that you could teach people that they don't know what they're doing. Utilize several software databases. Okay, but what are they? I don't see anything here. Yeah, I can't move forward with this at all. Learn complex in-house protocols and verifications. So you actually will need a professional summary about why you're going from financial aid and finance to data center technician. It doesn't have to be crazy, just like moving into data center technician from, you know, finance. And I only kind of have this, but like I don't see any of these things. I don't. I'm honestly concerned that I got the wrong resume. And that's not what you want your recruiter to like think of. So I see Excel. I can't. You have to. Yeah. I got nothing. I got nothing here. I can't see anything. Yeah, there's nothing here I can use. I don't see anything of we working with hardware or software. The only way you're going to do this, and since you're looking for entry levels, you're going to need a professional summary. Truth be told, you may just want to put your high school because a lot of these things are not going to pay as much. Maybe. Like the data technicians are, from what I was looking at, close to like 26 an hour, which is going to be like about 52 a year. So 52K a year. So you're going to have to essentially maybe even leave more of your degrees off, have a summary that just says you're transitioning into data center technician, and then, I don't know, put some projects or something that come for this, or alternatively, how you helped fix problems. That might be my only thing. I don't want to end this video on a depressing note, but like, I don't know what to do for this. And you really don't, this goes for everybody, you don't want your recruiter to be confused about why you applied. So I just don't see anything. I don't know, maybe if you help people with IT problems, maybe put in installed Excel, anything you can do, but it doesn't look like you have the qualifications that a recruiter would be looking for this. The only thing I'm looking for is Excel, and the fact that you helped people, educate people on financial aid. That actually is a cross skill, because that can be transferable. That's a transferable skill, that you have taught people something that they do not know. But everything else I just can't find. So please fix this and resubmit. And I want to see you get help. I want to see you get jobs. So, because this is just not going to fly, unfortunately. So on that super depressing note, thank you all for watching the video. Please submit your resumes. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know that is emotional whiplash, because I just want people to get jobs, and I want to make sure that you can, I want this to be the toughest review you ever receive, so that you get positions later on. So again, I'm the Headless Headhunter. Please spread the word if you need help, and have people come to me. I've got a list of people I'm helping. I need more for it. I want to help everybody get a job. That's my goal. So later, y'all. All right. What have I vendetta from any point of view? Job, greenhouse. Works well to listen to this man, right? I am gonna check to see if this is actually the same resume. Let's make sure this isn't. Oh no, it's doing the thing. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure nobody can see this, so give me a second. I know we're gonna have an ad. Yep, that is the same one. I was not wrong. That is depressing. All right, let's cancel that out. So, all right, I just had to check to see if that was actually the correct resume, and unfortunately, it was. I couldn't tell if you were ending the stream. No, I'm not. I was doing the video. I need to clarify. I mean, I'm ending the stream maybe in like 40 minutes. So, but no, I'm not ending the stream. I just had to end the video because I do them in 4s. So I have to do that whole like comment and subscribe thing every 4th video, which is that one. Which I do admit can get very confusing. That was 26.4. Yeah, I even double checked it. That is what they're looking for. Like, this is not what you want. Gosh, this really sucks because they did like a good job here. Like, this is why I don't like giving bad news, but I have to. All right, later, Shell. Night. Well, YouTube's working. I'm from there. Yes. I couldn't. Thank you again for coming from that crutch pot. And later, Shell. Have a good night in the area that you are in the UK. So later. But yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer. I'm trying to edge the streams out. Next week, I'll get some video games and play a little bit longer because, like, I need a little break in between the resumes. But I'm gonna go at least until maybe the next commercial break after this one. Because I only did like a couple this time. I actually didn't do a ton. At a maximum 3 more resumes, essentially. Because that is all I've written down, but I still got another 11 I need to download before the next stream. What was this? 26.4, I think it was. 26.4, yeah, 26.4. Alright, yeah, the YouTube videos have been actually a very big success. I've been pretty happy with it. So, I thought originally I'd have to get people to come from my Twitch to my YouTube, but they've been pretty good. Outside of recruiting, it's okay. I mean, it's good. It's just like I've got a lot of busy stuff I need to do still. So I think really my real break is going to be like the first week of January, because that's really when nothing happens. But we've had a lot of stuff come around, and here we've had a lot of stuff go down at our house, just like like Thanksgiving things and holiday parties, and we had a friend visiting, so it's been very hectic, but good hectic. at least last couple of weeks. So since the month before that was not great. So, but yeah, that's kind of how it's been. Nothing crazy. Just a lot of holiday stuff. So, oh, you're going home in 2 weeks. Nice. To visit or more probably just to visit, right? Also, I'm gonna get cut off with an ad. So, whew. All right. Let's see. This one is done. Oh, for a month. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. See your families, see everybody. That's good. Get to see the people you care about. All right. It's the next one that just has their full-on information on display. All right. Not that. Building data. No, this isn't it. Okay. Copy of THC. Is that showing on the thing? No, it's not. Okay, why is this not doing the thing? There we go. Dance, Sonny, I'm gonna dance now. Something. I think I lost a follower. Alright, add. What are we looking for? Data analyst. We're looking for a data analyst. Someone to analyze the data of our hearts. That was so off key. I don't even know what the key was, but I was off it. Okay, data analytics, data analyst. Why is that in my head? SQL, Python, R, I think. Data, just the word data. Data visualization, I misspelled that. Oh, for better help. Well, you will not worry about runaway cash until the next round. We have a startup DNA, but we're fully backed and funded. Interesting. I didn't know BetterHelp was still a startup. So we're doing something very interesting. This is not sponsored. I want to be clear. But let me review a BetterHelp JD. So, yeah, Omni, I'm glad you get to visit your family. But, Bohemian Bites. Hi, I follow you from Reddit. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. I'm looking for resume advice. I've had multiple tech roles and consulting jumping around jobs. It's a challenge for me to crush years of experience and a set of skills I've worked on for 2 years at a time. How can I narrow in on a resume without having multiple versions? I have a few titles I'm interested on. That depends on what you're looking for. Are you, like, job-wise? Are you looking... So, you need to have a resume for each job title that you would like. Some exceptions apply, and sometimes you have to go a little bit more niche, but ideally, like, as an example, you said you're in tech. If you were doing a software engineer resume, a backend, you would need a separate backend for Java and a separate backend for Python, as an example. Full stack should also get its separate resume, while front end should get a separate resume. So that's a quick example. If you want to do something else like cybersecurity or something, that's not something I have had as much experience in, but primarily you need a different resume for each job title you're going for. So you don't need to crazy make them different, because most of the times it's just a little bit with the keywords and qualifications. But yeah, so... But, you know, I'm about to review a data analyst position, so maybe you can learn something from that and ask some questions. But we're going to review a job description for BetterHelp. I'm not sponsored, but I will review their JD. So I want to look at that real quick. Who are we and why should you join us? Okay, that's fine. This is too long. BetterHelp, please, no. You don't need all of this. Like, you don't need all of this. You don't need all of this. This is already pretty big. You also are paying 30 to 36 in Mountain View, which is 60 to... I guess that's okay. I don't know if that's really a lot, but what you'll do, this is okay, dashboards, that's the word. What you will not do, can I work remotely? Okay, this is so much. Like, you shouldn't have, just like in a resume, you shouldn't have to dig all the way down to get it. In a job description, you shouldn't have to go all the way down to here. So this is the actual requirements, which is really just going to be SQL, user behavior, that's a good one, UI, UX, BI tools, and other stuff. So this is not a phenomenal job description. It's also, I feel like, a little low for the salary, but I don't remember where Mountain View is in California. So, yeah. All right. That's I don't like it. User behavior, though, is going to be one. So, yeah, I hope that answered a little bit of your question, Bohemian Bites. So, and obviously keep asking questions if you want. I am here to answer questions. That is why I do what I do. I can't word today. I'm sorry. There's too much paperwork. It wasn't like I had to create documents and things, and my mind is tired. My mind is tired. All right, BI tool. BI. So, BI. No, it's Tableau. Cannot spell Tableau. Tableau, Kubernetes, probably cloud. Tableau. All right, perfect. Yeah, that's. I'm glad I helped. But yeah, keep asking questions. That is when it's here. Where is Mountain View in California? I need to look this up. Mountain View, CA. I think I know where that is. That is. Man, in that area? That seems pretty low. That's near San Diego. I mean, San Francisco. That's near San Francisco, and that seems kind of low for San Fran prices. 30 to 36. I mean, admittedly, this is an entry-level position, truthfully, because they're really not looking for a lot. So, I guess that's okay. I ran out of water. No, I didn't. There's some left. All right. Excel. Oh, always need Excel. Power BI. This is it. This is the one I was looking for. Here, look. This is why you include this stuff. Intermediate to advanced knowledge of Power BI, SQL, Microsoft Excel, and PowerPoint. This is a job paying $42 to $75K a year, which is lining up with the other one. That is requiring you as a data analyst to have PowerPoint and Word on your resume. So that's how important it is. It's always, always, always important to put that stuff on your resume. Okay, that should be good-ish. Why is this getting cut off? Gosh, I gotta switch this again. Alright, could we walk through a keyword identification for a system admin? There are many systems and I have a wide reach of experience. I haven't done system admins, but if you submit your resume, I will get to it. I mean, it really depends on what kind of system admin. But probably, if we do system administrator, can do a quick one. Let's look at this TED conference. So CI/CD is going to be one. I know that. Probably this and these keywords. So we're looking at CI/CD running 24/7, SQL, Cloud, Docker, DNS, and if we're looking at this one as well, we are going to see close. Now this is Mac. Here's also the problem is what kind of system you're doing, and this you may need a more niche than just normally, because like, are you primarily like Android system administrator, which probably isn't a thing, but are you Linux, are you Mac? Here they want both. So it's going to depend a little bit, but it does look like those are going to be around the keywords you're going to use. So let's see, physical requirement, additional skills. This is a bad job description. Yeah, that's a bad job description. That's not a good one. Let's look at this one. This is a better job description. Yeah, so cloud, CI/CD, Microsoft Office. Yeah, this is about what I've expected. So yeah, Windows, Mac, cloud, and then it's going to depend on like Linux, Windows, which I just said, Android, iOS, etc. But CI/CD, managing Office tools, along with updating. Updating is going to be one, installing, that kind of thing. So basically, you want to take an aggregate of the ones you want. We're not going to use Insight Global because that is a recruiting system company, so they may not have the exact one. But yeah, here it is: 24/7, anything with cloud. Then you want something specifically, which is going to be either Windows or Mac or Linux, and the subcategories within them. Installing, coaching people on it, that kind of thing. Those are what I do at a quick glance, and that looks to be accurate if you look through a bunch of them. So there's so little water left. All right, let's do this review. This is the Headless Headhunter, and I am reviewing, I don't know why I'm talking like this, a data analyst. I am still talking like that. So what we're going to be looking for in a data analyst is SQL, Python, data visualization, user behavior, Tableau, Power BI, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint and Word. Yes, you heard me right. Excel, PowerPoint and Word. There was a job that was paying, well, it wasn't paying a ton, but it was in market value with the rest of the data analysts, and they required those on the resume, so please put them in. Some of them are also going to require Kubernetes and cloud. So along with, you know, explaining complex topics to people that are not technical. That's a huge one that's across a lot of places in tech. So let's see if we can find those. I don't know why I'm looking over there. Those in here. So we have passionate data analyst. No passionate. No one says they're an unpassionate bore of a XYZ that wants to work. Just don't use adjectives. I know people want you to flower your language with this, but make it basic. Make it basic. So, data analyst, ability, smart data, financial experience, excels in. Nope, I don't see anything here. Leveraging. There we go. I know it's going to be a bad resume when I see leveraging, but I will still view it as if it's not. So this review has a 1 on the leveraging counter. Stop using the word leverage. Nobody uses it in normal speak unless you are talking about negotiations or some kind of finance banking thing. But also you can completely delete all of this. Also, this can be deleted. Jira wasn't one. Git maybe. Flask and Python okay, but it doesn't do anything because it's just here floating in the void. I need this here. Python developer. Developed financial applications using Python and SQL. Those are good. Nope, that's good. Enhancing data processing accuracy and reducing application processing times by 30%. Improving operational efficiency and cloud satisfaction. It's okay. I don't know if you really need that. I think you could honestly leave this vaguer. Like, this doesn't have to be a crazy, brag. You can just say, develop financial applications using Python and SQL along with X and Y, which enhanced our data processing and accuracy, which reduced our processing times. That's fine. Not everything needs to do that. Led agile-based project enhancements. Okay, agile can be one. Implementing auditing tests with frameworks. So here's the thing. This is reading not like a data analyst and more like some kind of software engineer, which I know there's definitely overlap, but yeah, trying financial data through the SQL, that's good. Queries, this is scalable. Okay, so here's the thing. I have SQL, that's good. I have Python, that's good. Agile, okay, that's solid. I forgot to mention, so you caught me there, but where's the data visualization? Where's the Tableau? Where's the Power BI? Where's the Excel, the PowerPoint, the Word, the Kubernetes, the cloud? I'm missing the rest of it. This just reads with Python and SQL. And right now is you have all this, and I've only found 2 things that I'm looking for. 2.5 if they're looking for Agile. So SQL, Python, Agile. Python leading to a 20% in software defects. I don't care if there's a 20% reduction in software defects. Versus in Git. Git can be one. So yeah, I don't think I can move forward with this. And it looks accurate because you've applied to about 100 jobs and you've only gotten one interview. So you really need the rest of these keywords. The IT market is brutal right now, and you can't just, go with this. Truthfully, this would be an okay for maybe a back end, but you'd probably need more cloud. But I need more stuff. I need Excel. I also didn't list anything else. I need the rest of this. These are the keywords. These are what's going to get you a job. I cannot just have SQL and Python and Agile, which good for you. You did do it, and they are written in ways that are understood, but I cannot move forward with this. So, also, why do you have this if you've only been there for a month? Some of the biggest red flags you can have is job hopping, and being at a singular job for a month is going to be one of them. Unless you were an intern, you should not have any job that you have only been at for 3 or less months. Truthfully, 4 or 5 is probably better to put, but unless you're intern. Internships are the exception because, they're expecting that you're only going to be there for a couple of months. So, yeah, I don't know why this is even here. This could probably be safely deleted. Yeah, also you're doing in between. That's just confusing. And then compliance business analysts. Here we go. Here's Excel. Yeah, so please redo this. Delete this. Just delete this whole section. Then delete this little experience part right here. And then put those keywords in. Start making that more keyword based, because I don't think you're going to move forward with it. That's why you've probably only got 100 to 1. So I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to make sure that you get interviews. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next resume. Okay. Helps things. Passionate about that bag. Yeah, right? Like, honestly, that's why. So I know there's a lot of questions, and I've gone back and forth with managers on this, where they're like, I want to make sure they're like passionate. It's like, why are you leaving? And I'm like, you don't always need to ask why you're leaving. There's a reason to, but like, it's usually money. Like 65% of the time it's money, the commute, like the work environment and the hours, or they're bored, or they fear like a layoff. And it's I have to tell them a lot. It's like, well, it's like, look, it's money. Like, people are not going to be passionate about your company until they work with you. So that is when you get to make them. You need to, once they are in the interview, make them passionate about it. But yeah, like, money is a critical component of it. So it kind of bugs me, honestly, sometimes when people don't mention it, because, like, we need to live. You need to pay your kids. You need to keep your regular life. Money is not the only reason people do stuff, but it's a big one. Manager decides to change your tech stack because it's faster. Ooh, that sounds bad. On the other side, if they keep you and they're okay with you learning, then that's a good way to learn another tech stack. So, oh, that's worse. Okay, I thought they were a technical person. No. Yeah, that sounds rough. But yeah, it's usually that. Like, I've really only found 4 reasons people leave, which is money, work-life balance, they hostile work environment, or like they fear a layoff. Usually, I mean, usually it really goes down to if you do not feel valued. I know this is gonna like trigger some people that worked in corporate, but if you do not feel valued as an employee, you are going to leave. And that value can be in a lot of stuff, such as money. If you're being underpaid, you're not going to feel valued. If the work environment is bad, you're not going to feel valued. If your boss is terrible to you, you're not going to feel valued. So it's usually based on I do not feel appreciated and valued. And then people leave. Sorry. So appreciated, value, and then people leave. And most of the time it's money, but not always. There's definitely times I've worked with people who were happy to take a pay cut to get out of where they were. But it's not often. It's usually money. And it kind of bugs me that people are like, well, it's like, no, it's money. I mean, money is important, right? Like, you can use it to buy a house, to raise your family. You can't recruit without the function that money doesn't exist. So, all right. So, let's see. Can we do another one? I don't want to get us into another ad because I lost the skip. And I was going to end it soon. So, does anybody have any last minute questions for me? So, and then I can answer them. I just want to make sure everybody got their questions answered. Everybody feels okay. I will obviously be here tomorrow as per normal. But I just want to make sure that everybody is solid. And before I raid a channel, which is important. I actually really appreciate if people raid, because it's actually it's how I can get more viewers and everything, and I appreciate it. So I will give you all a minute while I find the next channel to do that, and otherwise I will be back tomorrow at 11 PST. And next week I will do longer streams because I can actually play video games in between them and rest, because my mind is numbing when I look at resumes for this much and the rest of the paperwork. So let us raid a channel. This person, I think, is actually working on data visualization stuff. So let's see. Let's go with this person. I also like the music. Thought is a neat, but yeah, he's doing dashboarding, algo trading, which again, that's beyond me, but I think it's cool that they're essentially doing SQL, and we've been talking about it. So we're gonna raid that, and I appreciate you all joining. I appreciate you all being here. I will be back, and thank you very much for joining and raiding this person, because that's how I get more people. So good night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.